Aloha. Welcome, spiritual seekers, to the Great Shift in Consciousness webinar. We are broadcasting from Hawaii, known to you as the mountaintop of ancient Lemuria. Today is Wednesday, January 20th, 2016. Our topic for discussion, good karma, bad karma. This healing opportunity is brought to you by the passion of Kahu Fred Sterling, founder of Signature Cell Healing, Lemurian style of healing. He is a master long-distance healer and the master teacher of cell healing. He, like all of us, came to participate during these shifting times. Kahu Fred Sterling is also the exclusive medium for Master Guide Kiriel, a guardian of developing society from the seventh dimension. Kahu and Master Guide Kiriel have a very, very long history of working together in educating and awakening humanity, shifting of consciousness through healing. We, as spiritual seekers in truth, are looking to age our souls through healing. This program is to encourage you to keep on seeking your spiritual core essence. I am Patty Athena Sterling, the co-host for today's discussion, Good Karma, Bad Karma. Aloha and welcome, Kahu Fred Sterling. I think you know a lot about good karma, bad karma.
Probably do.
So let's say hello to your audience.
Yes, thank you so much for coming out. It's it's a beautiful journey.
It is.
It is.
And let's see. You say good. Today you're going to share your life's experience on your good karma, bad karma, and what it means to you personally. Yeah. Now, how has your awareness of this topic changed your perspective on your human journey this lifetime and this great shift in consciousness?
Well, you know, Patty, it's really affected me quite severely. Basically, I shouldn't say severely. It's really amped up my understanding of good karma, bad karma.
Yeah.
Yin yang basically is a smoother way of saying it, but karmic journeys is something we all got to be aware of, because, for instance, I've told some of you listening to the program, when you're born into this earth plane, you come into the God Creator's love and light to your mother's body process. And from that moment on, from the first cells that come together, you know, your father and your mother came together, and they start this nurturing this whole process. At 4 or 5 months of this first year, it's so inviting to know that you've got all of your karmic issues right there
all
inside.
set in. Yeah.
All of them set there.
Yeah.
Now, most people get a little upset when I say these things because they think, oh, that's just wrong. But it's never wrong, because it's a yin-yang process. The God Creator created this dimension we call Earth. And I have a church, so I can say this to any doubts at all. The church that I run right here in Honolulu Church of Light, is about healing. And I know this because everything we're going to do on this earth dimension is going to be about your healing. And when you hear that, you've got to say you get a four-bodied healing, right? Yeah. So four-bodied healing means this way: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. And when you get to that point right there, you got to understand that yin-yang, or good karma, bad karma, is laid into your process. But anyway, Master Kiriel says, and he'll talk to you more about it next week, but he says that when you come into this whole thing, you got 70 trillion cells in your body, and they're filled up with all your karmic issues, mostly from past lives.
Well, you know what I understand from karma, because karma used to kind of put me in an uneasy state, especially the bad karmas, right? But now, since you've been talking about it, it's like karmas are lesson plans, right?
That's right. That's right.
So that's a good, I think, better way of saying good karmas are lesson plans.
It might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you got to understand this. You've got to have bad karmas to understand good karmas. Good karmas to understand bad karmas. But understand, when you get to that level of your conscious, you don't get really hung up in the words. Karma is kind of a fun word anyway. But what you have to understand is that the 70 trillion cells in your body, in your physical body, in your mother's womb, you've got all your karmic from past lives that you've brought with you. And understand, you're in the 9 months, you're doing this whole journey, remembering what you're going to do when you get out of the womb. This is what God creators, I think, it's such a beautiful thing that He does for us. Is that we don't remember what once we come out of the womb, because I tell everybody this way: if you're having a birth, you're the baby inside the womb, and the womb's going to open up, and you're going to drop through or get through. I don't mean anything
Going
less.
through the birthing canal.
So when you come in, you're in the womb, and you got all these karmic things you want to get, because maybe your last life you were a little bit of a scoundrel or something like that, and you know you don't want to be a scoundrel in this lifetime. You don't want to be it. So you're all ready to go, and you come in, you're ready to go, and the thing opens up, and you come through.
Birthing channel.
That's right. And the first thing you do is you say, wait, stop, I can't remember. What was I supposed to? You lose it right there. When you're born in this airplane, everything goes out. Now, it doesn't go out, it's inside your body. And now, if you got a good parents, a couple of good parents, let's say you had good parents, right? Good parents, they're nice and they're friendly, and they do the best they can to raise you up. Now, understand this thing. You can tell me how bad your mother was, your father was, but understand this thing. They did the best they could do and what they had to work with. That's the key.
Yeah.
So if you had a father, like I didn't have any father. I had five, 6 fathers, but my real father was not attentive to me at all, zero. And I could to this, I'm 70, almost 70 years old, and I could have all that anger inside of me, but I don't have any anger with the man at all, because he did the job. He impregnated my mother and got me into this whole journey. But my mother, who I thought was the greatest thing since chocolate chip cookies, until I realized that she's a beautiful lady, but she's a much younger soul than I was. Mm-hmm. And that's the key right there. Karmic issues, you can tell your age by your amount of karmas that you're going to deal with. So if you're coming to this journey, and you get this, you're coming to this, and you're going to get this whole journey, you get all the things you've had, you're a scoundrel in this last lifetime. So what you really want to do is you want to get better at doing the good karma thing. So one of the questions in here was about how to replace the good with the bad. Well, you really don't have to, because the bad will come out. It'll come out automatically. But when it comes out, you've got the choice to deal with it.
Yeah.
And this is what you got to know, that the 4 bodies is so cool, because the 4 bodies is going to do everything you can do to let this karma get loose, and you're going to deal with them if you can. If you can't, it just goes on. So
what you're saying is that when an issue comes back into your force field, and you take a look at it, it means I have been in my force field. I'm thinking I have not dealt with it in my emotional body, right?
Probably, yeah.
Right. So one of the bodies.
That's right. See, that's the key. And one of the things I'm discovering right now, and I'm always discovering, folks. I'm always discovering.
Just
right
like
now,
me.
I can tell you this. I just discovered recently that the omni-consciousness, the 2 parts of our brain, the local brain inside our head that does all the thinking over here, the omni-conscious out there, and I think it's got a bit of an attitude. I said that to Patty, and she said, I don't listen to it. Well, I really think it does, because
attitude of love.
well, yeah, maybe what is love to it, you know? But understand this thing. I can tell you that I can't ever have a good conversation with my higher self for some reason, because I can't even talk to my brain, let alone my higher conscious. And people say, well, I talk to myself all the time. Okay, great for you. I just haven't gotten that good at this thing. Yet I'm getting better, because every day I worked at this whole journey with karma and the negative and positive karmas, Well, negative, positive, but that's the whole thing of this dimension. So what I'm saying to everybody is that your karma that you brought into this lifetime, and you've got 70 trillion cells, they have all this tucked inside of you.
The cellular
And
memory.
you don't know. Like, I'm 70 years old, and I'm getting karmas right now. And I'm realizing, I was reading something, I was talking to somebody a couple of days ago, yesterday, and they were saying something that they have a lot of energies with their Native American self. They're not Native American this lifetime, but they know they had Native American lifetimes. And I had a number of lifetimes with the Comanche and Mohawks, and actually was at one time I was a connection with both the Mohawk and the Comanche in one of those births. But understand this thing, the karmic issues of the Native American is got to be the most sour journeys, because we were free, and we know we couldn't remain free because the karma had to get unfolded.
That was a shift.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to everybody is that karma is not a bad karma, good karma issue. There's good and there's bad karma, but it's not an issue of good karma, bad karma. But
So what is then your definition of bad karma? I think for myself, everything is a good karma, is how you look at it, and good karma because I have to deal with it and heal it.
Mm-hmm.
And turn it into a positive or a good karma. Is that what we?
Well, that sounds great for the people out there.
Yeah.
But I tell you this, if you can do that, congratulations. The point is that we as human beings, we cannot really do it because we're a little bit of ashamed or put back by this whole thing, because we're going to be too goody two shoes or whatever, you know. But understand, when you really know you've got a karmic issue, and you want to know if it's bad karma, ask yourself if you've done it before.
Okay.
And you've done it before and before, and you're still doing it, and it's all right because it's my bad karma.
Okay.
Well, that's the worst karma.
Worst thing you gotta do, you can say that my bad karma and not do anything with it.
Oh, no. That's bad. Bad. Worse, own it and then make it work for you in the earth.
Okay. So last week we had our monthly long distance healing for the month of January. Okay, so a lot of people, well, thank you for those people that had sent in their names and requests. We thank you so much. And we're helping you by sending you golden particles every night. We're holding you in an orb of your light, the light of your emotional body. Anyway, what I noticed was there's a lot of PTSD issues and a lot of digestive issues, which I too, not as extreme as some people is going through, but I do have, digestive issues now and then. Now, is that a part of karma clearing?
Yes, it is.
Cancer is part of karma clearing?
Cancer. Somebody said, President Obama said something about the other day, they were going to get it, they're going to take to the moon or something. They're going to cure cancer within a short period of time.
Take in the moon?
Well, no. Sorry, forget it. But he said he's going to cure cancer within a short period of time, like a year or so.
Yeah.
If he does, there'll be something right behind it.
Right.
Because it's the cancer. And please do not take this as a gift, because it's not a gift. But if you want to get off this airplane and you can't find a way to get out of here, you ignite someplace in your body, ignite a cell, a cancer cell, and grow it, and you get a tumor, and then you'll die. That's what cancer is all about. Now, people that don't get cancers does not mean they're better or worse. They just don't get cancer. But they get everything else under the sun, digestive process, PTSD, all the other things. I can tell you from my own standpoint, I've healed some people with cancers, some powerful cancers, liver cancer, brain cancers, bone cancer care. We've done those long distance healings, But understand this thing: we do a long distance healing. What happens? They come in, they're buddy, and they to do the journey. They're told what they're going to do, and what they want to. We want you to be sleeping, and people, they don't like that too much because they want to feel this whole process. Well, if you want to heal through my system or the system I'm working with Sppiritual healing, we want you to be out and gone because I need that body available to me. I'm going to travel from my place to your place, and I'm going to do this healing, and then I come back, and you won't hear from me for a couple of days, a week maybe, because it would take me sometimes a week to get it onto a piece of paper, 2 or 3 pages.
But in the meantime, you are healing them every night, right?
Yes.
Every night, right? So,
what I was saying is that it may take me a week or a week and a half to get this whole thing down because I'll change it 2 or 3 times. Then I give it to Patty, and she tacks on some things, and I can tell you, you're going to be really amplified with this whole journey. But I'm telling you, I'm healing people. I got off that a little, didn't I? Anyway, 4 bodies is
yeah, karma and healing
That's right.
is what we're talking
It
about.
really is. Karmic issues always, if you got a hangnail or a cancer, it's going to be karmic related in some fashion or another, because karma is nothing more or nothing less than yin yang, and that's what we come here to do. This journey on the earth plane. I made mention in the first couple seconds of this program, the God Creator in infinite wisdom created this whole yin yang process that we call karma, good karma, bad karma. And I'll tell you this: there's certain things we will Master Kyo will reveal them to you next week, because there's certain things you can do to put your karmas in better perspective. What's perspective? Whenever you've got one, you know it's gone. How do you know it's gone? You see it go. You feel it go, and you see it go, and you tell it go, be gone, and you just don't sit there, I want this come out of here. You got to get to the whole journey, the 4-bodied healing. Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual body. And that seems like a boring, but I can tell you this thing, Patty. I was talking to a guy this morning, and I asked him if he did the thing called the safe space meditation. He'd done Sppiritual healing, so he knew about it.
Can I tell the people?
Yeah.
The safe space meditation is covered in our signature self-healing workshops.
That's right. It is a very in-depth journey. So he wanted to do the 5-minute meditation, the 5-breath meditation, which is good. Everybody wants to do the 5-breath meditation because it's simple and it's boom, 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 but you're done, right? But then you don't have anything to back into it or back it beyond or go on to it. That's where you got the safe space meditation. And if you don't, that's right, you don't have to, but you got to have something to back in, because when you awaken a karmic issue on this lifetime, anything you're going to awaken on this lifetime, such as you're a scoundrel in the last lifetime, and you do not want to be a scoundrel in this lifetime, and you're doing scoundrelous things. And understand this: you've got to know when you're no longer doing scoundrelous things, because you'll feel it go out of you. And you feel it go out. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It goes out, and you never have to deal with it again. And that's the key. So what I'm telling everybody is that this is a journey for everybody to have.
So is bad habits karma?
Bad karma?
We could call it karma?
Guaranteed
like
you could.
people who are into drugs and alcohol and heavy smoking and abusive personalities and all that stuff.
No, not that stuff.
Not abusive.
I don't think alcohol or drugs or smoking. I don't think these are all learned habits
of this dimension. Really?
Yes, absolutely. If you got a guy addicted to cocaine, how did he get addicted? He had to get addicted some way or another. Maybe one time or twice or third time, whatever. But he's addicted now. He doesn't want to be addicted. I can guarantee you, you don't want to be addicted to cocaine or cigarettes. You know, this you see it on television. Mostly kids smoking on the television, and you know they don't want to be, but what they're doing, they're fulfilling their karmic issue. It's not the karmic issue that they're fulfilling. It's karmic is beyond this.
Wait, okay, you say karmic issue, but where is the issues of the third dimension?
Yeah, it's the hoodlum. Or what do I say? The person coming in to bad people. Bad people.
No.
Well, bad people. Let's write bad people. What's bad people?
Bad people smoking? Or
Bad people smoking. Yes.
No.
Bad cocaine. That's
some good people smoke, but I don't know. So I'm not clearly understanding you.
Because you got to put in perspective. And I'm going to get you're going to get mad at me. That's okay. Get mad at me. It's all right. Just work with me. Because when I said bad people, I don't mean they're bad people. They got bad habits. And that's the key right there.
Very good.
So if you're going to be a scoundrel in this lifetime, you came into this lifetime saying, I'm not going to be a scoundrel. I'm not going to be a scoundrel. The first thing you do, you get married to these people, birth to these people, and they're scoundrels.
Okay.
And you learn scoundrelism.
So
And wait, let me finish. You can learn all day long, but unless you do something to correct it, if you're never going to correct it, then it's going to get worse. And go ahead.
okay. So what you're saying is that you choose to have those parents who are so-called scoundrel. And so you need to have that experience so later on in life you can correct it. But because you say you forget all the karma issues that you need to learn through as you're going through the birth.
You may get Mr. and Mrs. Cleaver.
Okay.
You know who Mr. and Mrs. Cleaver is?
Right.
Leave it to Beaver.
Okay.
They were scoundrels.
Okay.
I mean, they did it so that everybody thought they were nice people.
From your
They're really
perspective,
nice.
there we go.
That's right. Well, I can tell you they were, but anyway, what you got to do is that your parents have so little to do with what you're going to do. Understand? See, your mother and father were immigrants. I'm sorry, but they were immigrants into the United States. They were United States citizens, but they were immigrated into this journey right here. And your mother worked hard for her whole life. 24 rooms. She cleaned hotel rooms, 24 rooms a day, every day, 24 rooms every day. And why did she do it? Because she had to get enough money to pass on to you kids, right? Your father, he just clipped and left, but understand this, you have nothing to blame your parents for any way, shape, or form.
Right, now
they're
I
the
know
biggest
that.
scoundrels in the world, and you are not going to be a scoundrel. It doesn't matter what they're going to do.
Right.
Because understand this thing. I said that the things with drugs and alcohol, there's no such thing as a bad person. It's a bad habit. And that's the key. So you don't have any bad journeys that you're going to do over here unless you want to continue to go to the bad karma.
Okay. This is confusing.
I know. Wait,
But-
wait. I know when I've lost her because she goes, yeah,
Okay,
you're right.
what I've come to understand, I've come to understand the good and the bad part of my life, my personality, so to say, the good and the bad. If I put so much focus on my bad, and that's not dealing with the karma.
That's right. So you're going to get more karma.
Yeah, so I create more karma. So I cannot put them on the shelf anymore. But so those so-called bad karmas, when I work through them, what I get would be good karma from it. The
That's right.
results would
That's
be
right.
good karma.
You'll know that how.
My life shifts.
That's right. What do you mean your life shifts?
Well, I understand that, to age 42 for me, and it could be that for a lot of people, that we come, especially spiritual seekers, we choose the conditions that we so we can be of service to whoever, our parents, our siblings, our karmic circle. I understand that husband and wife has one of the greatest karmas to work with, and siblings, right? And so when you're turning to age 42, all of a sudden, if you're aware, especially spirit seekers, they are like done with it. They done with the service, and now they come to a place where
What do you mean service?
Service to the people
Okay.
that surrounds you.
More bad karmas?
Well, whatever,
Okay. That makes sense.
And then because there's people that come into your life that treat you well, and treat you bad, but just how you take it is you take responsibility.
There you go,
it.
right there,
Yeah.
right there. So if you're not a smoker and you marry somebody who's a smoker, and they say, just try one. All right, try it. All right, not bad. Try again. Then you're a smoker too, right? What have you done to gain any karma in this life? You bad karma. Because the person that enticed you to smoke that first cigarette is the one who got you going off in the bad karma.
Okay. All right.
Too much? No, that's right.
So how do you heal that then?
There you go. At some point, you take that cigarette, you put it out and you throw it out the window or whatever, and you never pick it up again. So what does that mean? If you want to quit smoking, they got patches and programs and so on and so forth, right? If you really, really, let's say this, so you got two kids, let's say you got two kids, and they're both perfectly good kids. They're 5 and 8, but it doesn't matter. They're young kids, and you've been smoking all of your life. And you smoke with a car, you've been told it's bad and so on and so forth, la, 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 la. But understand this thing. The chance of that child growing up to smoke is pretty good, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to get those cigarettes out of your face. Now, let's suppose you got a drinking problem. Let's say you got a drinking problem. And you never drink, not big drinking, but you drink a little bit more than average. Let's say a lot more than average. Or let's say a huge amount more than average. Doesn't matter. The kid is going to do one or two things. He's going to be turned off so badly that he will not do anything with cigarettes and alcohol, or the other thing, become an alcoholic and a smoker. So what I'm telling you is, stay with me just 1 second.
Okay.
I'm telling you this because you want to know how you're going to clear your karma. When you put that cigarette away, I smoked for 20, 30 years, something like that. When I put it away, I put it in the garbage and walked away from it. A full pack, crumbled it up and threw it in the garbage and never picked up another cigarette again. That's a pretty good call.
Okay, but there's a but here.
Okay, good.
There's a but. Okay, that was easy. Was it easy journey for you? Just say that.
Easy?
No, but could it be because you had a new splinter, a new part of yourself come in?
Okay, so let me give it all to a splitter.
No, I just wondered. I was wondering, because a lot of people are struggling with addiction, and for when people say, oh, you just have to quit, you just have to want to quit. But it's not, it's really hard.
They got all these things called patches and programs.
Exactly.
You got to do that. And they're good for people.
Yeah, it's still hard.
But I just crimped it up, threw it away. I don't know how I did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that tough, actually. It wasn't even that tough. Believe me. But after 30 or 40 years of smoking, I was 6 years old when I smoked my first cigarette. My God. And 40 years later, it was like 30 years later, but understand this thing. I just quit one day, and I don't know why. I just threw it away, and that was the end of it. But that was a good karma because I knew it because I knew it was good. And that's the key, right? I didn't know what karma was back then. But if I did know, I would have been a little better off.
Okay, so were you aware or were you not aware
What?
about, quitting? Were you consciously aware that you wanted to quit, or it was just that at age 42, it was no longer part of your life?
I can't tell you that. I just know I quit.
Okay.
And it just quit like poof. And I didn't go patches or anything or programs or nothing. I didn't have to weed myself off or blah, blah, blah. Throw them away.
Okay. I got a question. For those, there's a lot of people, spiritual seekers, that are dealing with a lot of healing issues. Like cancer and PTSD, and to call for help to us, or really seeking the spiritual part of their healing. That means that they are ready to look at their so-called illnesses as good karma to age your soul.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right.
Because I used to think my eczema and my asthma before, was bad karma. But I've since realized, and it gave me a sense of a purpose to say, okay, so when I heal this eczema, and it's taking it from healing it from the emotional now, from the emotional body, then it will make me all that. It will give me a new sense of awareness that I am creator of my life.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
That's what we are all creators of this lifetime. And that's the key to our whole existence is I think I'm boring the people right now, so I got to switch up. But I can tell you this thing: when you're doing something karmically good, as quickly as you karmically are doing a bad. But karmically bad, you don't want to know it, so you just ignore it. And you keep going backwards and unfolding it, such as cancer or anything, smoking or alcohol, whatever, anything. But the more you do it, the less you can see it. That's the key.
The more you do it, the less you can see
As
it.
bad karma.
Oh, the more you begin to heal.
When you start to heal it, you'll know.
Okay.
Because you'll go away from it.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Oh, wow. This is so complicated, but interesting. And it says here.
Let me tell you this much. Master Kira will be here next week, Wednesday. And you don't get to talk much with him over there. And I don't get to talk at all because I'm just going to get out of here. But he likes the subject. And he did this thing with another audience a couple weeks ago. And it was so empowering, so basically empowered that when he was through it, he left it all over me. I came back and I could feel what he was saying. I couldn't hear what he was saying because he was gone, but I could feel what he'd been saying. And by the time a half hour to 45 minutes after I was back from the session, Master Kiro's session, I could almost recite the whole thing. And now I can't give you 5 words back to back, but it was so. Just be here next month.
But see, that's the beauty of being with Master Kiro, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think he talks to the left brain, your left brain. I think he talks to your right brain and your omniconsciousness or your higher self. Your cells, I think,
That's right.
Hears it, because every time I have a session with him or be part of conscious creators, I'm always in awe of what he's saying. But maybe an hour later, I try to remember, oh, what did he say about it? But I feel good inside. Like there is a definite, I have a new lease on life, that kind of stuff. And that makes me want to stay here on earth as long as I can.
No, there you go. That's when you know you're in the right form of karma.
Yeah.
But understand this thing, Master Kira, when he's talking to you, we have a private session with him,
Mhm.
and I've never had one, so I can't tell you, but you've had a number of them. But I can tell you this, the more he has to say to you, he's got 10 times more he's saying to your higher self.
Right.
At the same moment he's talking to you, he's saying, and the, and me, blah, 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 blah. He's had a wicked conversation with your higher self. Because I can tell you, when I asked him about this question this morning, I felt that the higher self or the omni-consciousness was kind of a tainted journey of myself. He said, no, it's a perfect journey of yourself.
Right.
It doesn't know karmas, but it doesn't dislike him or anything. Doesn't know it. But you're in the human dimension. You got to play the karma threads. But when you have a procession with Master Kirill, he goes into the Akashic records and he talks to your higher self and your omni-consciousness. Is so
attentive.
Oh God, yes.
And so when he does that, then it kind of shifts my life here in the third dimension.
That's right.
I might not know it understand it in my left brain, but there's something that shifts inside me. Maybe my left brain eventually get caught up with what he's saying.
It does.
You know.
It does.
So.
It does. Well, that's why I say.
Oh, I feel bad for you. You can't have a private session.
Yeah, don't feel bad because I have a private session every day.
Yes. Huh?
But I'm in a private session every day.
But you just said.
Well, I've never had a private session to talk to him about this whole journey. Anyway, don't go there because.
Okay. All right. So that's, so tune in next week, and it's really about, letting go. I think it's about when you have new information about karma. I think what it is it awakens you to the point of shifting you into a new dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have a thing here. Terrence from Siena. A question, yay. Okay, greetings, Kahu. In the interest of balancing my karma, I have a significant appointment on a day in Lemurian numerology equaling to duality. What time of day should you recommend setting this for to optimize a photon level of 4.98 and achieving the best outcome for all involved?
This is the great question. I swear to God, I could have, if I could have written to her and said, ask me a question, give me the question.
Terrence.
Yeah, I can tell you this. Terrence, understand the duality day, the 2-day, is so empowering because you look at karma as opposed to being yin and yang. You see, karma and not good karma, bad karma is so empowering that when you know in a duality and what you're talking about, what he's talking about right now, he wants to do how to do it to the magical parts. So when you get up in the first thing in the morning, is you get your meditation and you tell him that this is a good karma day for me all the way, because my bad karma, good karma, yin yang, whatever, the opposites are going to be all evident for me to be able to see them. And if you can see them, you're going to go to the karmic issue, do the good karma way. And if you only go this much further, then you went over this way. But understand this, when you go to the good karma, and that's the duality, is the most perfect day. How many times have I said, Patty, oh, damn, duality is always the hardest day? Because I don't
My birth number is duality.
That's
so
right.
I can tell you that's for
But
sure.
now understand this thing. I'm going to tell you.
But I thought it used to be bad karma for me, but it's not really.
Exactly not. Because if you look, your birth year, you're a 2, my God, it's so empowering because everything you're going to do is going to be flashed back before your eyes. And if you listen to me very quickly, when it flashes back before, look at me, it flashes back before your eyes and you go back further there, it's going to be worse. But if you keep a sense of your awareness, everything comes into your whole life. It can be based on the karmic issues.
So you're really telling Terrence that even on a day of duality, if he set his intention of the end result that he wants and be aware of the energy of the yin and yang, and he controls that energy to his favor, you know, in love.
In his life, if
Yeah.
if it's in life, if it's in love,
yes.
it will always be better karma.
Yeah.
Understand this? If it's in love, it'll always karma. Guarantee you can't have any worse karma. It means, oh my God. Guy's got a horny car.
Not for this.
It's not? It wasn't?
Equal. Okay,
Anyway.
go on.
God bless me. The whole process is everything you're going to do, if it's done in love, is going to be better.
So then he asked, what time of the day would you recommend setting this time for?
I couldn't pick a time for him, but I know he knows his time.
Yeah.
Now, Terrence, listen to me very carefully. You know your time, and I can tell you why you know, because you have to question me. You've asked this question of me, and the Master Sppiritual is the first one to tell everybody, if you've got a question, you've got the answer too. So what I'm telling you, my friend, is that this is going to be, people have to think I'm copping out, but I'm not copping out. You know the exact moment you want to do with this thing, because I could tell you my humble opinion was about 3 more over top of the 2, which is 5, which is love, and so on and so forth. 2 restricting. Terrence, I have so much faith in you. Hear what I'm saying. You're a master. I know you're a master. Whether you claim it in this lifetime, it doesn't matter. I know you're a master, and you know what I'm going to say. You know what the time to deal with this process. You know exactly how to do it. If you go to love, be thinking all day about love, 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 because when it comes up for you, you jump with love and you'll come out of it.
Yeah, because love is the balancing of balancing karma.
That's right.
Yeah, so this is a good question for consciously creating your life. Wow.
Come past Master Kyo. Come past Master Kyo. He's a conscious.
Yeah, he's part of the conscious creator.
Conscious creator
Yeah.
system.
So this is a really good question, an example on how you know you don't have to ask it verbally, you know, but ask it within yourself, you know, with the thought of consciously creating your life.
In love.
It's so cool. So
I can tell you this, if you're not a conscious creator, it's all right. It really is okay. You're not supposed to be, I guarantee that much. But understand this, that if you are a conscious creator, please get to the programs as much as possible. Get live, because something happens when we're doing it from live.
yeah,
And,
like we talked about earlier, your Carol's voice
that's right.
has a tendency of you know, weaving into the consciousness of your cellular memory, of your higher self, and all of that neat stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
And understand this thing. Everything Master Kyo is going to do or say will take you to love. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
If he tells you, step in front of that bus, and you step in front of the bus and it misses you, that's all right.
Yeah.
But, you know, he would never do it. I know he would.
So we here at the Signature Cell Healing Center, and
Honolulu Church of Light,
yeah,
Kyo.com.
well, Master Kahu all knows that everything can be healed, and it's maybe considered magic for those people that don't really understand the process of the method that we apply, but it's not really magic once you really get into the nitty gritty. But those people that are suffering from cancer, stage 3 or whatever stage it's, if you really want to stay here on earth, set the intention and then do your prana breathing meditation, be clear on what you want, and then you will get.
I get in trouble for this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. If you got stage 4 cancer, it can be healed. Why do I know this? Because I have been party to, maybe I haven't even done the healing, been part of the healing. But I've had people come to me with a stage 4 cancer and they walked away from it. That means it can be done, but it's going to take a lot of work.
Yeah.
To do the work, then you get to become a conscious creator.
Why don't we say, if you got the love for self to do the work,
that might be
it's even better. So, good karma, bad karma. Anything else?
Be here next week, Wednesday. Master Kirill, you can always tell him Master Kirill, he gets those fancy scarves and so on and so forth. But understand this thing. I've been dealing with Master Kirill for 28 years. 28
wow, that's
years.
A long time.
I've been channeling Master Kirill for 28 years. I didn't realize it just a short time ago. 28 years, and I've never, ever, swear to God, I've never even go off a slight bit away. He's always on target every time. This karmic issue, he loves it because he gives us a chance to tell you how you can correct your karmic issues. And your karmic issues, you were born with them on there. You don't bring any more in. You add to when you get in here. But understand this thing: if you add more than you've come into, it's gonna be a rough life for you. But just as like cancer, like anything else, if you wanna trigger yourself to healing your karmics, which is probably the best thing is to heal the cancer or anything else. When you understand you got a 4-bodied system and the karmic issues are going to be running rampant through your whole system.
Yeah.
But that's the key.
For those of you who are conscious creators, I think we are the ones that say, okay, let's release the past and let's stay in the presence of moment. And where do we go from here? And that do not let us bring the past into the present, because that will, pull us down. Like they say, don't bring the baggage for the past. But before you do that, you can say thank you for the life experiences of the past, and you tell yourself, I have learned. Now this is what I'm going to do. It's really about, creating a new blueprint for the rest of your life here on earth. Don't you think?
Last night I did a healing for a guy who was suffering from
vertigo.
Vertigo.
And a lot of us are suffering from that because it's the energy of the shifting in consciousness.
And I can tell you, I won't tell you because I'm still working with him. When I'm through with it, I'll tell you all about it. But his vertigo is in his head, that's right. It's in his head.
It's in his head. Meaning it's psychological?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I can tell you that. We'll go another time. We'll talk about it. Anyway, anything else?
Okay. So
you going to close with or do something?
Right. So they're saying that he must realize something to fully cure his vertigo.
Yeah.
Because it's maybe considered bad karma. It's really a good karma because he gets to learn new things about himself while healing through the 5 or 50 steps of healing.
That's
right. I get it.
Thank you.
I tell you, this life is fun.
Fun.
Okay.
You got some stuff up
We
here.
love your bad karmas, right?
do.
Or they're all good karmas.
No, I have my bad karmas. I have many bad karmas.
Yeah.
But I'm clearing up every day.
Yeah, and I can tell. As your wife. That's the hardest karma, Spouses and siblings. Anyway, join us next week, Wednesday, January 27th, and you will have a whole hour and a half with Master Carol when he will give us new insights on good karma, bad karma, and what they have to do with healing your life. He always gives us new insights. He always offers more information. You know what I found out about Master Carol? He doesn't give information he always gives timely information. He moves us step by step by step. That's cool.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Between now and next week Wednesday, I'm going to give you an address right now that I just opened it up, so it's free. KahuFred at
an email address.
KahuFred@gmail.com, right? Yeah, that's it. KahuFred@gmail.com. You can go in there and you can leave a message. I won't answer it today or anything like that. I won't answer it till next week, Wednesday. I'll give it to Master Carol. You can give it to him, because I want you to get as many questions you get into right now. If we get good questions, this is the key. If you get good questions, we got a great program.
Wow, you're going to have Master Carol answer it?
Yeah.
Wow, and it's free?
Yeah.
Any kind of questions?
Any question. Something karmic issue.
About karma.
That's right.
About good karma, bad karma.
That's right.
Oh boy.
So
Did you hear that, folks?
all you got to do.
Yeah, all you got to do is get this. Can you put that in the chat room? Okay, KahuFred@gmail.com. And email him your questions. Your questions at that email address, and he will have Master Guide Kirill from the Seventh Light, who's a guardian of the Development Society, answer the question.
Now stop where you are right over here right now. Think it through, because
Yeah.
I can tell you this: if you get the right questions, it will be the most powerful journey he's ever done.
Okay, so yes,
That's for you conscious creators.
do that, and that also prepares them for the next week. Conscious creator, right?
Mhm.
Right. So it's at KahuFred@gmail.com.
That's right.
Gosh.
I wonder why I opened it up. Now I know.
Wow. I'm going to take up that opportunity.
God bless you.
Wow. Let's everybody breathe.
Oh, one last thing. I don't have time. I will do it next week, I promise. At the end of the program, I'm going to go to the 5 breath meditation. It is the most important meditation I've ever encountered, because you're healing every time you do it.
Right. We've been doing that for, you got to sit down every night. You got to commit to sitting down at the same time every night, at least for the night meditation. And do that prana breathing. The two breaths to light up your whole brain, 2 breaths to light up your eyes and your vagus nerve, 2 breaths to light up your heart chakra, 2 breaths to light up your center chakra, and 2 breaths to light up the lower chakra.
And I got to tell you this thing, and then I'll let you go. If I said nothing else today, remember this right here. This 5 breath meditation will begin to heal every journey you could even count on. Everyone. It's that powerful. It's so simple.
Yes, simple, but the hard part is committing to sitting down at the same time every month.
It's simple
every
if
night.
you're going to do. If you don't do it, then it won't work. I guarantee it won't work. But I guarantee this one, I guarantee it'll work every time.
And if you're having a bad day, and you're confused, sit down, start breathing, and then compose yourself with the 5 the 5 prana breathing healing meditation.
Can you do this while you're driving?
Oh, please, no. I hope not. You do it? Because you'd have to do it closing your eyes. Okay. I don't.
Don't do it while you're driving.
Okay. Don't say that. Okay. Now we're closing it now.
We're close. We're well closed.
Now we're complete. Okay. Blessings and mahalo from the ancient mountaintops of Lemuria. And Kahu and I, thank you for sharing your truth, trust, and passion for healing. And yourself, thank you for making us be part of your healing journey to get better and better. Love your healing journey into this great shift in consciousness. Signature cell healing is about healing the 4 bodies, the physical, the emotional, the mental, and spiritual. Remember to do your prana breathing healing meditation every morning and every night and shift your life for the better. Happy karma.
I want to tell you, my friends, this has not been my favoriteest book I've ever done. The best I could do today. Be here next week. Eat better. Guaranteed. God bless you and aloha.
We love you. Golden particles to you.